The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Stevenson.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Throwing Jones.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they've been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, let's go get one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Ladybug, ladybug, ladybug. Okay, here we go, boys. Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
That's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Short throw, going to be caught by Waller.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The Giants at 6-5 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't. Touchdown! Harris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. A give for Stevenson, running right.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now a play fake here on first down.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. throwing on first down. Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones.
High and able to make the catch downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all.
He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Patriots are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get in that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and fighting through it. He's got space. What a heck of a move. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Not only they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Jones now throwing on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They run a draw here on second down. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Timberland,
3rd and 2.
Timberland. Don Capers. Great. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The tackle made at the 20.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Patriots nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one goes for 30 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. York now for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Giants 17. Patriots nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 27, Jones.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here's Jackson. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jones hit and the ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Dexter Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? How do they score here, especially a touchdown? It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones.
And he's caught downfield. It's Waller.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, a 22. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rita. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Bama.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darren Waller, 37 yards.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big, pass to Henry is intercepted.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now Jones on 3rd down. This one is Slayton over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
In motion, Slayton. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
In motion right is the tight end. Jones now gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Hold everything because we got an injury, and it's a notable one. Ezekiel Elliott in some discomfort following that last play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Come right, Pacino. Come right, Pacino. Up, go.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Powering his way forward.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
11.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
It's Deonte Banks with it.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Juwan Bentley there to get him down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Go, dog.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now.